to quiet comeback. Over here, I call us the rebuilders. We are the rebuilders, y'all. How's everybody doing on today? As you come in, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay? I appreciate it. Yeah. My name is I use Coach Rail, y'all, but my name is Lisa. My name is Lisa. Okay. On tonight, we got some things we're going to get into. Let me make sure my thing is turned up. We got some things we're going to get into. Okay? Now, oh, wait a minute. I have my daughter's in the background, y'all. She's Down syndrome. She makes her noise when she gets ready, so work with me, good people. Right now, my live will be tuned. I will be tuned in at 8 o'clock. Okay, I will be coming live at 8 o'clock on right now on Tuesdays. Okay, today is Tuesday. I will be coming live at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays. And if I'm gonna go live any other day, check on the community board. I will put it there. I will put it there to let you all know that wait a minute. What is going on here? I'll let you all know that I'm going live. You know, if I decide to go live any other day. Okay? So, hold on for a second. Hold up for a second. I need to get my little notes. And the title of this video on tonight is What Recovery Taught Me About Life. Okay? And on me. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hey, how are you? Hi, Zico. How are you? How you feeling? Welcome. This is my first live, y'all, on this channel. Welcome, everybody. Hey, thank you all for tuning in with me. This is my first live. Y'all know I had to get 50 subscribers before I could actually come live. So this is my first live. Hello, how are you all doing? I'm glad to see you all. Oh, Nina? I hope I'm saying that right. CJ. Hi, y'all. I'm glad to see y'all here. Yes, I am glad to see you all here. Please like, share, subscribe for me. I appreciate it. And we're going right into it. We're not going to waste no time. My name is Lisa. I usually use Coach Vale because I don't know. I don't like to use my real name, but I'm okay. Yes, it's Nina Love from. All right, Alger. I don't know how to pronounce it. Algeria. I hope I said that right. I love you too. How y'all doing? Thank y'all. I was a little nervous because I said this is a new crowd, right? And I was a little nervous, but thank y'all for making me feel comfortable. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts, Nina. So listen, on the night, I titled this What Recovery Taught Me About Life, right? Because some of us think that think that the 12 steps is just for people that are addicts, right? And it's not. It's for, thank you. Thanks. Nina said, you look so pretty. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that. So, so first I want to explain that it's not just for people who are addicts. The 12 steps can help anybody get their life back on track. It's not just for an addict. Okay. And so on tonight, we're going to touch on a few things that I feel as though is important, that was important to me as I, on my recovery path. Uh, for those that don't know, I've been clean for a little over 20 years now. Okay. And it's been a blessing, y'all. It was hard, but it's a blessing. Okay. And I think the main thing for me was that I made up my mind that I was no longer going to use, no matter what. I knew I couldn't use anymore. And I think that's what really helped me as I went along is that no matter what happened in my life, I could not use. Okay. Now, if y'all hear the little noise, I have a daughter who's Down syndrome, and she makes noise from time to time. So y'all might hear her a little bit. So, I apologize for that. But the first thing I want to touch on is denial. Denial. Okay. Um, Denial for me was finding out that I was an addict. Okay. That was something that was hard for me. And you are doing what you mean you are doing. Hi, Connie. You say you are doing. I don't really understand what you're asking me. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me turn her machine off. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Um, so for me, denial was accepting the fact that I was an addict. I just couldn't come to grips with that. It was like I started out, and then it was like overnight. I was an addict, right? And I just couldn't accept that. That's what kept me out there so long too. Is the fact that I couldn't accept the fact that I was an addict. Okay, denial kept me out there longer. Believe it or not, because I just didn't want to accept it. So that's how that went. But for some people, denial could be if you've never been where I've been, denial could look different for some people. It could be trying to think of an example. It could be, say for instance, I was in a domestic violence, right? But I didn't want to accept that that's what was going on. That's a form of denial also. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I do have kids. Yes, I do. I have two girls and two boys, and they grown. All of them grown but one. My last one is Down syndrome, and she's 17. You know, yeah. So, uh, yeah, denial could look different for somebody who don't use. And I'm doing it like this because I want people to, you know, some people might say, "Oh, she talking about addiction. I'm not an addict. I wasn't an addict." So, some people are addicted to different things. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. You understand what I'm saying? It could be food. It could be the gym. It could be plastic surgery. It could be so many different things that a person could become addicted to. Okay? So it's not just about drugs. All right? And my next thing is acceptance, because that was my problem. I couldn't accept it. I didn't want to accept it. I just couldn't. It was a hard pill for me to swallow. Okay. And believe it or not, when I decided to accept it, it uh things started to change, believe it or not. Now, I didn't stop using overnight, but things actually started looking like I could do this, that I could get clean. You understand what I'm saying? And when I started getting more education about addiction, things started to look different for me. Now, I hadn't stopped using yet, but things slowly but surely started drifting that way, towards that way as I got more educated and stuff on what was going on with me. You say, do you have any ideas for me to do you guys a little girl? Wait a minute, you said do you have any ideas for me to do you guys a little girl? I don't quite understand what you're saying to me, Connie. I don't quite understand what you're saying to me. And so yeah, so like I was saying, once I started to accept things, it started looking different for me. It really did. Um Things didn't look so dark, right? Because before I started with denial. Then, once I came out of that and I started accepting things, things started to shift. A shift started to happen. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if any of y'all experienced this, but I noticed for me, when I started getting more educated on what was going on with me, uh, I couldn't get high like that. It seemed like the high changed. I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but I know for me, it was like the more education I got, on what was going on with me, it was like I started to, I couldn't get that high like I was getting at first. It just changed. It started to change. And I started doing it just to keep from being sick. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so much about getting high as it was me being sick, you know? So yeah. Um the next thing I wanted to touch on was comparing in and don't compare out. Because some people do that. Some people compare out. And what I mean by that is that some people, hear me talking about, my story and they'll automatically say, oh, this not for me. Because I was never an addict. You understand what I'm saying? But I be trying to get people to to recognize that the 12 steps can help anybody, not just a person who is addicted to a drug. Okay. Whatever you're going through in your life, the 12 steps can help you get back on track. Okay. And it can all you have to do is take out addiction and put whatever you're going through in there. Like remove addiction if you're going through trauma. Remove addiction and put trauma in there. You know? But it will help anybody. I'm telling you. It will help. Don't sleep on the 12 steps. The 12 steps will help anybody. And it'll get you back on track where you need to be. You know? Um My next thing was making amends. That was very hard for me. It was very hard because I heard it. I had hurt my children, and I had hurt my mother, and then my mother passed away. And when I got clean, she was gone already, and I didn't get a chance to, tell her that I apologize, and stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to do that. She was gone, and so um. Ooh, so yeah. So that's how that went. And that was hard for me. That was a hard pill for me to swallow, Um Connie, I'm gonna have to block you. I don't know what your problem is, Connie. You saying some weird stuff in my chat. I don't appreciate it. Everybody's being respectful, but you. I don't know what's going on with you, but I got something for you. Hmm. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on. You're saying some weird stuff in my chat. I don't appreciate that. That's being disrespectful. And we're not here to be disrespectful. Um, and so excuse me, y'all. And so I forgot. Oh, making amends. And with my kids, I had hurt my kids too. And so even though I was ready to make amends with them, they weren't ready to make amends with me. But I knew that. I knew that that was a possibility that they wouldn't be ready to make amends with me. Now my daughter was all for it. She was like, "Mine, we good, mine. I love you." My sons were, you know, they said that they accepted my apology and everything, but they really didn't. Because of the way they acted, right? But I think a lot of it came from outside people on the outside making the situation worse than what it already was. Okay? Because I had a sister who talked about me around my children and stuff like that. So, and a lot of the things that she was saying wasn't even true, you know? And I think that's what made my sons the way they were because, the things that my sister was doing, you know, she did just a whole bunch of stuff. And I did enough on my own. I didn't need no help, you know, but for some reason, that's what she did. So, but today we are in a much better place. We really are. We're in a much better place today. Yeah, we really are. I got grandchildren. I got one on the way. I got two grandsons and one on the way. So yeah, we're in a better place than what we were. All praises to the Most High. You know. So life. My next thing was life on life terms. Life on life terms. Ooh, that was hard for me. That was scary. That made my anxiety go through the roof. You know what I mean? That was really something for me. Was life on life terms. It wasn't an easy thing because um I had been using for a while for a long time. And when I decided to get clean, I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to get clean and I can't never use again. And that looked just so scary to me because I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to do it. You know, that's what made me, that was the main thing that made me nervous is that me thinking that I wouldn't be able to do it, get clean and stay clean. That's what made me nervous more so than anything. And of course, yeah, I had some relapse in there too. Yes, I did. I relapsed quite a bit. I did relapse. And it was, you know, listen, a lot of people have relapsed. Okay. And sometimes that's just part of your journey. Okay, is the relapse. It doesn't mean that you can't do it, right? The most important thing from a relapse is that you get up and try it again. You don't stay down there. That's the most important part. You don't want to relapse and stay down there. No, you get back up and try it again. I don't care how many times you relapse, you get back up and try it again. That's with anything in life, not just recovery. Not just addiction. That's with anything. Like people have hard seasons sometime in their life. Life get hard for some people, right? But you don't. You fall, you get back up. You try it again. You don't stay down there. That's the most important thing about that. Don't stay down there. Get back up. Try it again. You know? Excuse me. And so that was something that I learned quick early on, right? Is that no matter what, I got to get back up. You know what I mean? I can't stay down there. I got to get up. So that's what I did. I had my moments where I relapsed, but I got back up and tried again. And that's what I kept doing until eventually I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I stopped using, and like I said, I've been clean for a little over 20 years. And it's been lovely, you know? Um those are the things that I wanted to touch on. I don't want to make this live long, you know. So that's why I got straight to the point. Um, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. Um, I will answer them. Even if you watching a replay, if you have questions for me, put them in the chat. I will respond. Okay. Please like and share, and of course comment and subscribe. Okay, please subscribe to the channel. And tell me how did I do for my first live with you all? You know, let me know if you enjoyed my, you know, my spunk. Did I have enough spunk? You know, I'm just acting silly. But let me know if I had enough spunk for y'all, you know. Because I don't want to be boring. Even though we talking about something, you know, I don't want to be boring to y'all. So y'all let me know how I did, you know, with uh my first live with y'all. And yeah. What else? It was something else I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I have so much, so much, so much to talk about. Now, I'm getting ready to go. Okay. I don't want to make, like I said, I don't want to make this live too long. That's why I got in here and got straight to the point, you know. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in with me. I appreciate you. Y'all showed me so much love. And I really appreciate that. Y'all really did. Y'all showed your girl love. You know, if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments and I will respond. Because I think that's what I'm going to do. Every time I go live, at the end, I'm going to allow y'all to ask me questions about, you know, about the live and everything. And I want to know from y'all, how did I do? Do y'all think I did all right? Did I have enough spunk? Y'all wasn't boring. Was I boring to y'all or anything? You know, let me know. Be honest with me, okay? What'd you say? Oh, Nina said thank you. Have a good day. You too, Nina, and thank you for tuning in with me. On my next live, I'm gonna need some moderators. I want somebody that's I need somebody that's loyal, right? And that's going to do the right thing for my channel. Because I call us the rebuilders over here. We are the rebuilders. We are people who, if we fall, we get back up and we keep building. Okay? And so I call us the rebuilders over here. Not boring at all. I'm listening. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. And if anybody's interested in being a moderator, please let me know. Um, I had something else I wanted to tell y'all. What was it? I should have wrote everything down. I wrote down what I was going to talk about, you know, but I should have wrote everything down. Oh, I do this, but I also do clarity calls. Okay, and right now they are free. I do 15-minute clarity calls. The link is in the description. if you want to go, if you want to talk to me about something, um, you can go to that link. That link will take you to my website and you can set up an appointment with me. Whatever it is that you need to know from me. I also offer I have two ebooks. One of them are free. One of them are free. It helps you to turn your story into income. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know what I got my hands in a couple of things. And yeah. So if that's something that you might be interested in, you can also uh hit the link, go to my website. It's in the description box. And you can go to my website and on there is the free ebook. And you can also, you know, set up your clarity call for 15 minutes. Like I said, right now it's free. So, um, what else? I think that's it. I will be doing Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Now, I'm going to add on another day. I don't know when yet, okay? But what I will do is my community wall, I will write it on there. So keep an eye on the community wall because I will write it on there and let you know when I'm going to go live again. Okay? Because I don't want y'all to miss it. So I will definitely be going live on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna pick another day. I just don't know what day yet. And it will be at 8 o'clock. I do know that. But pay attention to the community wall because I will put it on there. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it. I enjoyed this live with y'all. I really did. I enjoyed the love y'all showed me as y'all came in here. Y'all was very respectful, and I appreciate that. I really do. Uh, so I think that's it though. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you hit your notification bell and it says all so that when I go live, hopefully you'll get notified. Okay. But pay attention to the wall again because what I'll do is like a half an hour before it's time for me to go live, I will put it on there again. Okay. And let y'all know I'm going live in 30 minutes. Okay. So keep your eye on the community wall. Um, do anybody have any questions for me? I'm just trying to make sure I give y'all all the information. But we're gonna wrap this up because I don't want it to be too long. I know people don't their attention span don't last long, so I don't want to make the videos long. Um, I think that's it though. I really enjoyed this. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. I really appreciate you, and I will see y'all on the next one. Where's my thing at? Ain't this something? I can't find my button to turn my live off. Ain't that something? Oh boy. That ain't that something. Okay.